What if I told you? The silent rehearsal for a heart attack or stroke isn't happening in a clinic or on a busy street, but it's happening right in your bed, in the stillness of tonight. No, this isn't a horror story. This is a truth about senior health that is far more frightening. I'm talking about hidden enemies, camouflaged as the good habits we perform every night. Those seemingly harmless gestures, like drinking a glass of water before bed, or finding a comfortable sleeping position, could be secretly turning your blood into a thick, sludgy flow, forcing your heart to work to the point of exhaustion and fueling your high blood pressure. And the worst part? They could be sabotaging your brain's nightly waste disposal system, paving the way for the memory thief called Alzheimer's. And all of this, it shares a terrifying common denominator. It is piece by piece stealing the independence, the autonomy, and the healthy years that you and I deserve to enjoy. But there is always light in the darkness. In this video, we won't just name these 7 hidden enemies. I will hand you the map to disarm them, turning every night from a potential minefield into a workshop for repairing and restoring your body. And especially, stay with me until the end of this journey. Because there, I will reveal a shocking truth, a health lie that millions still swear by, a piece of doctor's advice that the most advanced science has now proven to be wrong, and even dangerous. Understanding this isn't just interesting trivia. It is a life-saving tool. If you feel this journey of discovery is worthy of your time, please give me and our community strength with a like and share this video. And now, I truly want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, what is one nightly habit you believe is most beneficial for your health? Your honesty today could be your salvation tomorrow. Now then. Join me, let's turn on the lights and look directly into the dark corners of tonight. Have you ever left a doctor's office, prescription in hand, but feeling more confused than when you walked in? You nod, you smile, but deep down, your mind is a tangled mess of questions you were too hesitant to ask. Those strange medical terms just dance around in your head. And when you get home, you look at those little pills and feel utterly helpless, so alone on your health journey. If you've ever felt that way, you are not alone. I've been in that same spot. And that is precisely why I am here. What I'm about to share with you in this video isn't just information I found online. It's precious knowledge entrusted to me by a dear friend, a dedicated doctor. He spent hours showing me the truths locked away behind the doors of complex scientific studies. When I looked at those truths, I didn't see lifeless numbers. I saw my wife's face. I saw my neighbors. I saw you. And I felt a powerful urge. This potentially life-saving knowledge cannot be allowed to just sit on paper. So, think of me as your companion on this path. I am not here to lecture. I am here to break down the walls of confusing terminology, to translate complex advice into simple, actionable steps that any one of us can take, starting tonight. Our goal isn't just to live longer. It is to live fuller, to wake up each morning with a body full of energy and a clear mind. So we can be a pillar of support, not a burden, to our children and grandchildren. That is the legacy of health and independence we will build together. And to begin this journey, I need a quiet promise from you. A signal that we are on this boat together. If you believe this journey is for you, please comment with the number 1 below. Your number 1 isn't just a comment. To me, it's a handshake through the screen. It is the confirmation that in this fight to reclaim our health, none of us has to fight alone. Drink plenty of water to stay healthy. We've heard this our entire lives. Water is treated like an elixir for the body, isn't it? But, have you ever considered that this very elixir, when taken at the wrong time, could become a trap waiting for you every single night? I know that feeling, and I bet many of you do too. 2 a.m. The world is silent, except for the ticking of a clock. And then you feel it, that undeniable urge. You sit up, with a sigh of resignation, your bare feet touching the cold floor. The familiar trip to the bathroom begins. It seems harmless, just a small annoyance. But my doctor friend opened my eyes to a completely different reality. He said something I will never forget, "Harold, the real danger isn't in the glass of water. It's in the journey from your bed to the bathroom. When we are drowsy and half asleep, our bodies are not as sharp. Our coordination and balance are significantly reduced. And a slip in the dark can lead to a fall. A fall can lead to a hip fracture, what he calls the thief of independence. From being a self-reliant person, you could suddenly become dependent on others for the smallest daily activities. This is one of the deepest, unspoken fears of senior health. And that's not all. Every time your sleep is broken, your body's repair and recovery process is also cut short. The result? A tired morning, higher blood pressure, and an increased risk of diabetes. Stroke prevention begins with those very nights of uninterrupted sleep. So, what is the solution? Fortunately, it's incredibly simple and within our control. Let's adopt Harold's smart hydration rule. Turn your body into a reservoir during the day. Drink plenty of water from morning until late afternoon. But drastically reduce your fluid intake 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. If you feel thirsty, don't drink a whole glass. A tiny sip is enough to soothe your throat. And of course, stay away from diuretics like coffee or green tea in the evening. Your sleep is a precious treasure. Don't let anything steal it. Now, I want to hear from you. Just a small interaction. If you've ever had to wake up in the middle of the night for this very reason, please, comment with the number 7 below. Your number will let me know that we share a common experience. And together, we will find a way to overcome it. Alright, let's be honest with each other. After a long, tiring day, is there anything better than treating yourself to a hearty dinner? A plate of hot, flavorful food and that satisfying feeling of a full belly. It's our reward. The comfort we feel we've earned. But, what if that very reward for you is a sentence of hard labor for your body, forcing it to work strenuously all through the night? I used to be a champion of late-night meals. I always thought I needed to refuel after a long day's work. But then my doctor friend showed me a stark reality. He didn't use complicated words. He just said, "Harold, imagine your body is a giant factory. During the day, it runs at full capacity. But at night, it needs to shut down, turn off the lights, so the workers can rest and the machinery can get its maintenance. When you eat a big meal and then go to sleep," he continued, "you're not letting your factory shut down. You're forcing the entire workforce into an unexpected night shift. The digestive system has to grind away. The liver has to process everything. And the heart, the factory's manager, instead of resting, has to pace back and forth, shouting orders. Your blood pressure, which should be quieting down like a gentle river, is instead roaring like a car engine forced to run at full speed all night. Night after night, that wear and tear creates the perfect conditions for dangerous visceral fat to build up, and it sets the stage for a future heart attack or stroke. You see, the danger isn't just heartburn or indigestion. The danger is the silent exhaustion of an entire system. So, what is the solution here? Once again, it is not a punishment, but an act of loving your body. It's the golden 3-hour rule. Eat your last major meal of the day at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Give your body's factory enough time to clean up and prepare for shutdown. Treat dinner as a gentle thank you to your body, not a burden. I know changing a habit isn't easy, especially one that brings us such satisfaction. So, I want to ask you this. Share with me, what is your favorite late-night meal? And after hearing this, if you think it's time to make a change for your health, please comment with the number 6. Your acknowledgement is the first and most important step on this journey. Have you ever wondered what goes on in a vast city after all the lights have gone out and everyone is home? That's when the city's cleaning crew starts its shift. They move through every street, every alleyway, clearing away all the waste generated during the day, so that the next morning, the city is fresh and clean again. Now, imagine that our brain is just like that vast city. And it, too, has a critically important nightly cleaning crew. For years, I was a devoted back sleeper. I thought it was the posture of kings, straight and proper. My wife often slept on her stomach. We thought, as long as we slept well, it didn't matter. But my doctor friend showed me just how wrong we were. He explained that our brain's cleaning crew has a critical mission: to clear out a type of toxic waste called amyloid beta. This is the very substance that builds up and is directly linked to Alzheimer's disease and memory loss. And here is the core discovery, the one that made me change immediately: this cleaning crew can only work at its best, its most efficient, when the pathways in the city of our brain are fully open. And when does that happen? When we sleep on our side. When you lie on your back or your stomach, you are unintentionally creating roadblocks, narrowing the pathways and preventing those cleaning trucks from reaching the deepest alleys. But when you lie on your side, you are throwing all the pathways wide open. You are rolling out the red carpet for the cleaning crew to do its job. This isn't just about comfort. This is a strategy for dementia prevention. And the solution? It's unbelievably simple. It doesn't matter if you lie on your left or right side. Choose whichever is most comfortable for you. And here's a little tip from this old man: place a thin pillow between your knees. It will keep your hips and spine aligned, creating the perfect posture. We aren't just sleeping. We are actively cleaning and protecting our precious memories. Now, I want to know about your habit. Please, comment and let me know, what position do you usually sleep in? Back, stomach, or side? And after hearing this, if you are willing to try this wise sleeping posture tonight, please comment with the number 5. Every small choice makes a big difference for our future. Did you know that most heart attacks and strokes don't happen in the middle of the night, but during the first few hours of the morning? That is not a coincidence. It is the result of a perfect conspiracy, carried out by 2 hidden accomplices. The first is the environment you sleep in. The second is the way you wake up. And when they combine, they create a deadly trap. Let's meet the first accomplice: a bedroom that is too warm. We often think a warm bedroom is cozy. But our body needs to lower its temperature to enter deep sleep. A room that's too hot fights against that process. But the danger goes even further. High temperatures dehydrate the body, and here is the picture my doctor friend painted for me. Harold, when our blood is hydrated, it flows smoothly like oil. But when the body is dehydrated, the blood becomes thick and sticky, like honey. Just imagine how hard your heart has to work to pump that thick honey throughout your body. It not only contributes to high blood pressure, but it also significantly increases the risk of forming blood clots, the main culprits that block our arteries. Now, let the second accomplice enter the scene, jumping out of bed. The alarm clock rings. What do? You spring out of bed like a coil. That abrupt movement is a true shock to your system. By the law of gravity, blood is suddenly pulled down to your legs. And your brain, located at the very top, is suddenly starved of oxygen. This is exactly why you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or see spots. It is the cry for help from a brain that is lacking oxygen. And now, for the moment of the perfect storm. Picture this: your blood is already thick like honey. Your heart is already overworked. And then, you deliver the final shock by jumping up suddenly. For those with already compromised arteries, that can be the straw that breaks the camel's back, the final triggering factor. But we can completely foil this conspiracy with an incredibly simple solution. I call it the golden 30-second ritual to protect your heart health. It has only 3 steps. When you wake up, sit up in bed for 10 seconds. Take 1 deep breath. Next, place both feet on the floor for another 10 seconds. Feel the stability. Finally, hold on to the bedside and stand up slowly for the last 10 seconds. 30 seconds. Just a 30-second investment to allow your body time to adjust, to let your blood pressure equalize. 30 seconds to protect the entire long day ahead. Now, I want to hear your story. Have you ever felt dizzy when standing up suddenly in the morning? And if you commit to trying the golden 30-second ritual, starting tomorrow morning, please comment with the number 6 below. A small action today is a shield of protection for you tomorrow. How many times has your spouse, the person sleeping beside you, gently nudged you in the middle of the night and whispered, "Darling, you stopped breathing again"? Or perhaps, they don't say anything. They just lie there listening, their own heart clenching with worry every time your snoring suddenly goes silent, only to have it break when you gasp for air like you've just surfaced from underwater. This isn't an imaginary story. This is a story that happened in my own home. My wife told me about it. And I, like so many other men, did something incredibly foolish. I brushed it off. I said, "Oh, everyone snores when they get older. You worry too much." I was wrong. Dangerously wrong. And I am here today to make sure you do not repeat my mistake. Loud snoring, accompanied by those deathly silent pauses, is not a normal part of aging. My doctor friend calls it the main sign of obstructive sleep apnea. And he explained it to me in a way I will never forget. He said, "Harold, every time you stop breathing, you are suffocating yourself. The oxygen level in your blood plummets to an alarming state. And your body," he continued, "in a desperate attempt to survive, injects itself with a shot of the stress hormone adrenaline to jolt you awake, to force you to breathe. Imagine your heart enduring hundreds of these adrenaline shocks, night after night. That's not rest. That's a battle. And where does that battle lead? It leads to uncontrollable high blood pressure. It increases the risk of atrial fibrillation, a leading cause of stroke, by up to 3 times, and it is directly linked to more heart attacks and deaths. If your partner complains about your snoring, if you wake up after 8 hours of sleep still feeling exhausted, with a heavy head, that is not normal fatigue. That is a red flag, a high alert warning sign your body is waving. Please, do not ignore it. See your partner's complaint not as nagging, but as an act of the deepest love and concern. The solution here is singular: go see a doctor. Tell them. Treating sleep apnea is one of the most powerful interventions to protect your life. And now, I need your honesty. If you are the one who snores loudly, or who often wakes up tired for no reason, please comment with the number 2. Or, if you are the one who lies awake anxiously listening to a loved one snoring each night, also comment with the number 2. Your number is an acknowledgement. And acknowledging the problem is the very first step to solving it. We have reached the end of the road. And now it is time to confront the most dangerous habit of all. It is not a food. It is not a sleeping position. It is far more subtle. It is a trap lying right in your medicine cabinet, disguised under a cloak of knowledge and good advice. Have you ever looked at your blood pressure pills and asked yourself, should I take this in the morning, or at night? If so, you are not alone. And for many years, there was an answer that seemed to be the absolute truth. A famous Spanish study called Hypotension became a dogma. It said that taking your blood pressure medication in the evening was better at reducing the risk of a heart attack and stroke. This information spread everywhere. Doctors advised their patients. Patients told each other. Perhaps you heard it and followed it. I will honestly admit, I used to believe it too. But, science is a relentless river, and its noblest duty is to correct itself. My doctor friend showed me 2 newer, larger, and far more rigorous studies, the TIME study, in 2022, and the BedMed-Frail study, in 2024. And their results? Unanimous and as clear as a church bell, for the vast majority of people, taking medication in the morning versus the evening makes no difference in terms of cardiovascular protection. The dogma has fallen. So, what is the real number 1 most dangerous habit? It is not the act of taking your medication at night. It is the act of changing your medication time on your own, based on outdated information, without the guidance of your doctor. Here is the deadly danger: in some people, especially older adults, taking blood pressure medication at night without supervision can cause their blood pressure to drop too low while they sleep. And blood pressure that is too low is just as dangerous as blood pressure that is too high. It can cause a fatal fall when you get up to use the bathroom, or worse, trigger an ischemic stroke, when not enough blood can get to your brain. So, what is the final golden rule? The only guiding principle confirmed by current science. It is this: consistency, decided in partnership with your doctor, is more important than any magic schedule. The best time to take your medication is the time you will never forget. Adherence is what saves your life, not some clever trick. This information may come as a shock to many, but the truth will keep us safe. Now, I truly want to know how you feel. If this discovery has surprised you and completely changed your thinking about taking your medication, please comment with the number 1 below. Your number tells me that our journey to uncover the truth today has been truly worthwhile. We did it. We have journeyed together, pulling back the curtain on those habits that seemed so harmless. Now, the darkness of night is no longer a vague threat. It has been illuminated. And in your hands right now is the map to navigate it safely. You see, the greatest power doesn't come from a doctor or a magic pill. The greatest power comes from understanding. From knowing that with just a few small changes, drinking your water a little earlier, sleeping on your side, or taking that golden 30 seconds in the morning, you are transforming every night from a potential enemy into a loyal ally, a workshop for repairing and restoring your very own body. But I'm an old man, too, and I know this: knowledge is wonderful, but our memory can sometimes be a traitor. We listen, we understand, we nod our heads, but then the whirlwind of life pulls us along, and those precious gems of information get lost. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want our journey today to be just another video, watched and then forgotten. So, my team and I have done something special. We have poured all of this essential knowledge into something you can hold in your hands. I am proud to introduce Harold's Golden Sleep Checklist. It is a simple, beautifully designed PDF document that summarizes all 7 habits and solutions we've discussed. It is completely free. You can download it, print it out, and stick it on your refrigerator door. Think of it as a loving reminder from your friend, Harold, sent to you each day. A small map to ensure you never stray from the path of health. The link to download it is right in the description below this video. And now, I have one last request for today. If you plan to download this precious map to protect your health and the health of your loved ones, please let me know by typing just 3 letters in the comments: PDF. Your PDF will be a promise. A promise to yourself that starting today, you will be the captain steering your ship of health. Every video we watch, every piece of knowledge we learn, is like a seed. It can be precious, full of potential. But if we just put it away, letting it sit in a dark corner of our minds, it will forever remain just a seed. It will never sprout. Our journey today has given you 7 extremely valuable seeds. Our job now, yours and mine, is to take them out to the garden of our health, plant them with action, and water them every day with persistence. Only then can we harvest the sweet fruits of a long, independent, and fulfilling life. If you feel that the seeds Harold has given you today are truly valuable, please do me a favor. Help me spread them. Your like will help this video reach more people. Your share could be a priceless gift of health to a friend or loved one you care about. Be a sower of knowledge. And now that you know how to clear out the dangerous waste at night, would you like to discover the best super fuels to put into your body each morning? If so, watch the next video now appearing on your screen. It is another fascinating discovery that I believe you will truly enjoy. Thank you for spending your time with this old friend. I am Harold, and this is where we build our garden of health together. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.